Alright, let's draft Amonkhet. Alright, Imminent Doom not doing too much. Final Award, decent removal. Doomfall. E-Defect's probably not where we want to be at. On-Crop Crasher is a great aggressive card. I do like me an On-Crop Crasher. Intercatcher's Name, also just a very good aggressive white card. No LR has said this set is pretty aggressive. We're gonna take this On-Crop Crasher. We're gonna try to draft a aggressive red deck. Maybe Boros. See how that goes. No, actual triple Amonkhet was very aggressive. Hour of Devastation slowed the format down quite a bit. On-Crop Crasher, I assume from the original Amonkhet. Also remember playing against this card in Standard. This card can put a beating down pretty quick. Okay, Commit to Memory is a rare. As far as aggressive cards that would go with the On-Crop Crasher, maybe the Cartouche of Zeal. I kind of want to take this Commit to Memory just because it's might be a constructed card. Yeah, screw it. We're rare drafting. I don't even think it's a bad pick though. Like blue red is a great deck. I've had a decent amount of luck with it. Committing a spell to the second card from the top of the deck, totally fine. Commit to Memory seems fine. Perils Vault, a little less interested in this. I'd kind of be looking at an Essence Scatter here, honestly. Yeah, we definitely don't have to be following the On-Crop Crasher. Yeah, Essence Scatter is just a really solid card. Don't know if On-Crop Crasher would go in the same deck as sort of a controlling deck with these cards. It's a fine creature. It's certainly not amazing. Horror of the Broken Lands is pretty decent. It's just a solid creature that's gonna cycle if you're not in a good place to cast it yet. Honor to Victory. It's okay. It's not great. Seer of the Last Tomorrow. Eh. I think I like a horror here. Or maybe I could also take a desert. Deserts are solid. I'll take a desert. We'll see where we end up going here. Consign to Oblivion, not bad. This does put us more into blue-black. Don't mind a strategic planning. Nothing here is, like, good, though. Probably Consign is okay. I like Hieroglyphic Illumination. It's a solid card. I'm really just not seeing the aggressive cards coming around, so I'm pretty fine to just take some dirtly blue cards. Ooh, Ketra's Monument. That is a good card. Yeah, you can totally just play this card as a card. We don't actually have that many creatures, but we could change that. Honestly, we might just be better off taking an Avian Initiate. But no, Ketra's Monument is really solid. Pact of Negation. I don't... Sure, why not? Don't care. Hands in the air, don't care. Sure, we'll take a desert. Now we'll take an Unquenchable Thirst, definitely. Card is excellent. Labyrinth Guardian is fine. Windsor Reef is fine. I kind of want creatures to go with the Ketra's Monument. When you embalm, is that casting it? I don't think so. Doesn't. Yeah, no, it's not. It's an ability. Okay, so still not entirely sure of our direction. We're definitely blue. This is a bad blue card. This is a much better black card. We'll lean into black and see if that's where we end up. This is a better enough black card than that. I'm going to take that. Definitely would like to be seeing some more creatures to be going with this Okketra's Monument, but that is a very good card. We are definitely taking this Archfiend. Some other decent cards in here. Cartouche Strength is great. Desert's always solid. This is a good green-white payoff, but Archfiend is just very, very excellent. So we're looking pretty green-black here. This is just an excellent removal spell. This makes us, our Archfiend makes us kind of want cycling. Also, this is a pretty fine card. I don't think there's anything else we'd be wanting either. I think we're definitely looking to be blue-black now that we picked up this Archfiend. So, take a Vizier. Could take another Vizier. Vile Manifestation might be okay. Depends how many cards with cycling we get, which is not too many at the moment. I think it's fine. Take one. Lethal Sting. This is probably okay. We don't have too many creatures at the moment. I'm definitely interested in Wanderer Death at some point, but I think Lethal Sting is better enough that we just want to pick this up. But we definitely need to look at what we're doing with our slots, because we want creatures to be triggering Okketra's Monument. We want cycling cards to go with Horror and with Vile Manifestation. Like, I don't... This really looks like where I want to be at. I guess I'm taking a Doom Dissenter, just as a kind of a road bump. / Okketra's Monument card. Also, just Lethal Sting makes me want to have make sure I have enough creatures to be able to cast it. Even, like, you know, some of these weird cards like Seeker of Insight, like, I can still probably be okay with that because of I need creatures for Lethal Sting and Okketra's Monument. Shimmer's Drake. Oh. Shimmer's Drake or Unquenchable Thirst. This card is, like, it's my third Thirst, but, like, it's just really good. I guess I'm down to only one Desert. Now that I've cut red, I might actually run this red desert just because it's a desert. That's really interesting. Because, I mean, I'm up to 3 Unquenchable Thirsts. Guess I take another Lethal Sting unless I want to cycle Floodwaters. I might actually just want a cycling card. I can pick those up later. This I just have to slam. Wall is actually fine. A lot of cards at 2 mana. Desert? Trespasser's Curse. I don't think I run the Trespasser's Curse, but that's cycling, I'll take it. That's not a last pick. That's not a last pick at all. Reason to Believe. Scry 3. Doesn't really feel like what I want to be doing. But nothing else looks good except this Horror of the Broken Lands, which I will take. Curator of Mysteries. This is exactly where I want to be at. Yes, yes, please. I also really want the Censor. I also really want this Desert. I also really want the Zifnir Deadlands. I will get something good back out of this pack, but I will take the rare. It also cycles. It's a 4-mana 4/4 flyer. It also cycles to go with the Horror. It's good. It's good. Scattered Groves. I mean, I think We're rare drafting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're watching and you wanted to see a really high level strategic play, but I mean, I might be playing these cards in Historic. I kind of have to pick them up. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not going to take this because, like, nobody's ever going to play this in Historic. At least, I don't think they will. So we're going to take Gravedigger. Gravedigger's just a solid card. Here we have an easy desert. This might be an unburden. I don't see us playing too much else. How many creatures do we have? We only have 12 creatures. We might actually need this Naga Oracle. I mean, we already have a Scarab Feast that I don't think we're playing anyway, so I think we'll hedge on the creature. We might not run it, but we'll take it. This is cute. I like this. That could be good. Do I take another one? I think I take Countervailing Winds. Countervailing Winds is just a solid card. Did we like get... Was this the pack where we wanted everything and we got nothing back? I think it might be. Alright, what is our deck starting to look like? We got 34 cards. I don't think we need this desert now. I think 3 deserts is fine. It's also not like the Unquenchable Thirst doesn't function if there's a desert. It's just a lot better if you have a desert, but we're also just interested in cycling because okay, we got the sensor back. Wow, we could take a 3rd Lethal Sting, or we could take a Horror of the Broken Lands. Oh jeez, that's weird. I think because Lethal Sting can be dead if we don't have anything to do with it, I think that makes me lean towards the Horror. We also have like 5 removal spells between the Thirst and the Stings, so I think this is fine. But I feel like we didn't. Cartesian Strength is not a next to last pick either. This is interesting. Okay, well, we don't need this Pact of Negation. I really hope we don't need the Scarab Feast. I don't think this Cartouche is good enough. I feel like strategic planning isn't really synergizing with what we're doing. Neither is this Curse. We don't need the Seer. I don't think we need either of these Naga Oracles. So that's leaving us with 43 cards. That's 13 creatures. I really don't want to go too far lower than this on creatures because of Lethal Sting. So I think we can cut the Scarab Feast. I think at this point we're cutting almost every spell that doesn't have cycling. Except Consign. I think Consign to Oblivion and Commit Memory are strong enough that we can hang on to them. Essence Scatter is also strong. The Seeker of Insight can go. But we're at 12 and 12. I feel like we really want to have a decent number of creatures or cycling cards. We have Pitiless Vizier and an Archery into Vifnir. We just want to be cycling. Maybe this Commit to Oblivion, maybe this Consign to Oblivion can actually go. I mean, I like having a bounce spell. Maybe the Commit to Memory can go. Yeah, I guess this is where we're at. We're gonna run 8, 9, so 6 islands. Is that really true? Okay. We'll run 6 islands and 8 swamps. Six islands and 8 swamps. Okay, let's do it. Let's win some games. Let's do it. Let's do it. it's interesting. I came into this draft knowing that things would be pretty aggressive, and I definitely like tried. You know, I first picked the Ankara Crasher, but I just really didn't see the aggressive deck coming to me. I wonder if people are kind of overdrafting aggressive now. Now that's sort of the consensus. I'm not cycling that. Also funny, every time you switch between Moto and Arena, you kind of have to get used to the key bindings and such. It's like I'm on Moto, my 6 is, you know, pass until end of turn. I don't know why it's at. I said auto passing. Auto passing not working. Okay, we'll play a Vile Manifestation. Actually, maybe I should have cycled that. I don't know. It's fine for now. It's something we can put our -1/-1 counters on for Lethal Sting. I actually think we might want to Lethal Sting that. This card is just gonna kind of gets out of hand. Maybe. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I could end up regretting this if our opponent's pretty land short and like they're not going to have the mana to keep tapping things down, but I'm about to play out a Curative Mysteries that can just kind of go to town, and I'm kind of content to just make sure they don't have a tapper hanging around. There's also some thought to consigning it so that I can like Oblivion them later. Okay, that's interesting. Make sure not to cycle that very good card. We have an Ipnu Rivulet now, so our Unquenchable Thirst is fully turned on. We'll probably consign the Fanbearer. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Puncturing Blow. Fine, fine. Sure, that happened. We're gonna cycle this. Just get that out of there. Play a Rivulet and go. It's unfortunate that exiled our Curator, because it's not even going to be in the graveyard to pump up a Vile Manifestation. Fanbearer, fine. I think I'm kind of off of trying to bounce this. I may still, I'll probably still Unquenchable Thirst it though. My turn. Yes, we'll play this, we'll play this. We'll go ahead and Thirst that. Don't want you tapping my stuff. And it's kind of unfortunate because I really can't consign this Gravedigger. But I also don't have Cyclers, and I don't know if I'm really down to just tell my opponent that. I mean, it's a bluff for sure to attack into this. It would just be great if I could just draw a Cycler to, you know, not have to worry about that. You have another Fanbearer. Okay, okay. Am I gonna Thirst this too? Okay. Guess I don't even have to worry about this. It's just, you've made this decision for me. Okay, we're gonna cycle this. We'll just untap a land. I think we'll just go ahead and cycle this too. Don't need it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll start getting in. Opponent definitely lands short. So one reason Unquenchable Thirsting all these Fanbearers is kind of mediocre. I'm not going to be able to utilize all of them anyway. but I don't feel like I'm ending this game particularly soon. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and play this. Yeah, so I can pick up this Vile Manifestation at some point. And yeah. I think we'll actually go ahead and do this now. Question is, do I want to do it on this manifestation? I think I actually do. That's fine. So pick this up. Then go ahead and make you discard 2 cards. I feel like your hand has to be pretty stocked. Onward to victory. Target creature against double strike. Okay. And this, when it attacks, target creature can't block this man. That's fine. That'll get thirsted soon. Actually going to go ahead and offer a trade here. I don't think my opponent wants to trade this off. And when this attacks, I'm not going to be able to block. I assume you have a desert? Oh, you don't actually have a desert. Okay, that's interesting. That's fine. I think I'm still happy with that trade. Another one. Good grief. Okay. Okay, you got it. Like, do I have to thirst this now? I don't even know. Let's draw 2 cards. Guess I'm casting a Vile Manifestation. Now I can maybe, I mean, I don't know, I have 2 removal spells. It's not too hard to use one on the Fan Bearer. This is definitely a really funny lineup, though. I'm going to land off casting that. And there's the land that you needed to cast it. That's interesting. Okay. Will you allow me to attack? Probably not. Sure. So I have 7 lands, so I can go like 5 and 2. Yeah, that's fine. And I think I still thirst this Fan Bearer. Like, my opponent's kind of out of cards now, so they've got plenty of mana to be able to use this Fan Bearer, so I'm fine thirsting it now. I'd really not like to get unburdened now. Oh, you have an Archfiend of Ifnir. Okay, well, I can answer that. 6, 7, 8, forward, yeah, so we're just gonna kill this and put a counter, I guess, here. Seems okay. Attack. And we're gonna get back something. Probably just a horror. Horror's pretty good. Yes. It does shrink our Vile Manifestation, but that's okay. Cool. I should change the stream title. We are doing Amonkhet Remastered drafts, not Eldrazi-Tron. Eldrazi-Tron was so an hour ago. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. Okay, this all seems fine. Ketra's Monument. And then that should just be able to generate a whole bunch of 1/1s for us over the course of the game. Yeah, this looks like a great hand. I guess we need another land, but it should still be fine. Dune Beetle, fine. So looks like we're going to make it a pretty slow and grindy game. Opponent playing a 1/4 wall. So it might just come down to who has the better bombs. I think I should try to conserve my removal spells. I'm not going to spend a removal spell on that. I'm going to have to put this into play untapped, unfortunately. So I'm going to fall a little behind here, but it should be okay. Opponent running a Phyrexian Swamp. Yeah, we're going to get beaten up a little bit here, but we're going to start getting some 1/1s. And everything should be good. With Gravedigger to buy stuff back even, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Opponent has put a Countervailing Winds into the graveyard. And 1 on top, okay. Yeah, sure, we'll go to my turn. We'll go ahead and cast this Horror. Be a little bit more mana efficient. Hold back our Curator, which is probably the better card. For opponents, just like curves into removal spells will be kind of sad, but looks like we're probably just stonewalling our opponent's attack. Nope, they're going to get in. This is probably putting -1/-1 counters on something. So I think we'll go ahead and double block here to be able to kill it. It's like Splendid Agony, I think. Yep, so that's fine. We'll still trade. Good play, good play. We sniffed out the sniffed it out, and that's something we can Unquenchable Thirst, I guess. Really wish we could leave with this Essence Scatter, but I think we have to play to the board still. Next turn we can hold up the Essence Scatter, so we just need a fade a turn of no Archfiend of Ithnirs or whatever. And our opponent's not attacking, so I think we've kind of turned the corner here. Now that we have a second Thirst, I think we can just go ahead and Thirst this now. Well, is that wise? I think we can wait a turn. I think we can Hieroglyphic Illumination this turn. Just try to get our lands going. It's fine. We'll take a damage. I think this game is going to go long enough that we probably are going to want to Thirst the wall eventually, and since we're going to do it eventually, we're probably going to do it soon. But I am definitely worried that our opponent could have like an Archfiend or something. So I pretty much want to leave the Essence Scatter up the rest of the game. Would like a land or 3, actually. Okay, that's good, that's good. I think we need to wait a turn before we can start getting in. Next turn we can play Horror and still have Essence Scatter up. Do we have something to Gravedig back? We could actually Gravedigger. And then we would have enough of a wall I would feel kind of comfortable getting in. The other thought is that I'd kind of like to get this Unquenchable Thirsted. But I think I can kind of just play the tempo game. I want to leave up like that. Yeah, so we'll get our Horror back. I guess I could have held this up to try to get a better creature back, but like getting a Horror back is fine. Ooh, our opponent has a commit. Okay, that's fine. In this case, we will... actually, I think we can still get in. No, actually, we don't want to. I don't want to trade 3 damage here. We don't have good blocks for our 1/1s, and as long as our opponent still has this wall, we're kind of in trouble. If our opponent casts Memory here, we're actually pretty sad. That's very interesting. So that makes us kind of want to empty our hand here, actually. Wonder if I should cycle away this Horror of the Broken Lands? Opponent has an Aven Initiate in the graveyard. Okay. I also just like snap let this Naga Oracle resolve. I should have considered countering that. Our opponent put the Aven Initiate in the graveyard. Okay. There's another Horror. I think I need to make sure this gets Unquenchable Thirsted, so I should do this now. And I don't think I can cast this Horror because I want to leave this Essence Scatter up. Maybe that's bad though, if they cast Memory. It's really hard to say. Like, I also thought about thirsting just so that I got it out of my hand in case they memoried, but I just don't feel like any of these are worth thirsting. We're gonna change tunes. We're gonna play a Horror. Now at this point I feel comfortable enough I can start turning the corner. I've got a good ground defense. And I've got an Essence Scatter up. This memory is definitely a kind of intimidating thing if it happens, although at this point I'm kind of gotten lower on cards than my opponent, so we don't want to cast the memory, probably. Okay. Gives my opponent attacks. Okay, honestly just make some chumps here. Interested in conserving my life total. Go to my turn. I want to know if this is going to resolve. Sort of my primary concern. Get in with the Curator, keep beating face. Supreme Will, okay. Wonder if my opponent's just going to take a land. Kind of want to get to this Aven Initiate, I guess. There is the land. That is a hard cast Aven Initiate, okay. Should have thought about Essence Scattering that. I think as it is, we'll just thirst it. That way it doesn't get embalmed. And I can go ahead and keep attacking. Where are we at cards-wise here? I think I'm fine to just play this Gravedigger. Cash in for another Warrior. Get back, like, anything. Get back a Horror. I have 3 Horrors. I don't think I realized that. At this point, I think I can attack with the Horror because it's pretty large. Oh, dear. Well, that's not good. That is not good at all. Okay. My turn. Okay. Well, that's just right on time. What to do? What to do? I think we play Horror. I think we attack with Horror and play a Horror. This won't kill us in 2 hits. I think we attack with that. If it doesn't get blocked, we double cycle and win. Okay. So we could cycle 2 cards to kill both and play a horror. I have 7, 8, 9 mana, so I could play 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't cycle twice. I'm definitely cycling once. Let's see what I draw. That's a card. Okay, so now I let damage happen. And then I play this. And that's all good and fine, and then I can end the turn. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm pretty okay with this. Okay, so we're gonna it's actually kind of awkward because I don't want that to die, but I guess it kind of has to. Could also just unfortunately that doesn't work. My opponent can pay for it. So I think I'll just cycle twice and put counters on everything. Maybe I should have cycled the wins first. But we're just gonna get all the value we can off of this right now. I think that's fine. Also now we can bounce our Curator back to our hand. I think we're doing fine here. Fortunately, we couldn't Essence Scatter that, but so our opponent's actually gonna get in for 4 flying. But actually we can untap target permanent. So we can thirst this. Consign this. And attack. Cool. 2-0. Cool. Archfiend coming through there. Opponent definitely short on lands. Like took him quite a while to get to that late claim, but did good work for them, but not quite enough. Valera. Seems fine. Again, Oketra's Monument. Should just be able to spit out a lot of 1/1s. And I'm pretty okay with that. We have a Desert for Unquenchable Thirst. Opponent is on green. Okay. Feral Prowler. Okay. Okay. Not playing many creatures until turn 5, which is kind of awkward, but I think we can manage. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're gonna play this here, tapped artifact. Hope our opponent doesn't have another Manglehorn. That would have been awkward. Sure. Okay, we can thirst that. Quite the collection of horrors here. I think we'll just pass. Debatably, we should maybe cycle a horror, but once we're at the point where we're casting them, which is going to be next turn, I think we're fine. Like, we'll just take as many 4/4s as we can get our hands on. That's an Archfiend. We'll worry about that later. Like, if our horrors are going to get the job done, we're just not going to expose our Archfiend to whatever could be happening. Our opponent kind of stuck on lands. This horror should be able to get the job done. Actually, I guess at this point, if our opponent hasn't shown us removal for this 4/4, like I think we should probably just slam the Archfiend. We'll be able to fly over. If for some reason we want to double cycle to semi-wrath our opponent's board, that's an option. Okay, you had the puncturing blow. Fine, fine. We'll keep attacking with our 4/4s. All's good, all's good. Yeah, I figured that since our opponent didn't have anything to do about the horror, maybe they wouldn't have anything to do for the Archfiend, but they did just jump with their Feral Prowler to draw cards. Got them a land close to the puncturing blow. So maybe I should have waited. That's a card. I think we'll thirst that. Could just get them. It's a card that could catch them back up. I haven't even played my third horror yet. Could have like tried to cycle to kill them there, but it seems loose. Deals damage to our creature equal number of creatures lands you control. Okay, sure. That's an aftermath card, right? Each player shuffles the graveyard and library. Okay, fine, fine. We'll go ahead and attack with this. Are you gonna try to double block? That's fine. We can cycle this. That is fine. Go ahead and play, surprise, surprise, our third horror. And I probably should have been attacking with these 1/1s as well, but I think we're all fine. That is a sorcery, so you can't even do it in response to like a Gravedigger. Yeah, we're in excellent shape here. I guess. Well, it could be an Hour of Devastation. Maybe I shouldn't have played out this horror. But no. Hey, look, we're plat. Fun times, fun times. Three and 0. Doing good, doing good, doing good. Hope anybody watching is enjoying the content, either here on Twitch or later on YouTube. If you're watching, let me know what you want to see. I've been putting up Pioneer and Modern and some drafts. Pioneer and the Modern have been getting a lot more views than the drafts, so I guess maybe people aren't too interested in watching drafts of old formats, although I put up the Amonkhet drafts pretty soon after the Amonkhet came up, and even those didn't get too many views. It's also kind of funny which of the Modern and which of the Pioneer videos get views. I think my most viewed video so far is Boros Feather, which is a video where I went 0-5. And I guess people just wanted to see Boros Feather. We're up against JM Tron here. We have no blue mana, so I'll have to send this back. We are on the play. Here we still have no blue mana, but if we cycle this desert to look for blue mana, we have a play on 2. I think this will be a keep. We'll throw back a counterspell. I don't think this is doing too much for us right now. We might cycle with this Vile Manifestation, actually. 2 mana, 2/2, ETB. Something gets power. Okay. I think then we want to play the Vile Manifestation, so we're going to cycle with this Desert. Still no island. Still no island, but now I'm willing to play this. It's funny, this might look like you really want to have it in a white deck, and like certainly it's better in a white deck than a black deck, but just getting any sorts of casting any sorts of creatures makes this totally fine. Oh, view printed card. That's nice. That didn't used to exist. Yeah, I am. Let me find a link to the YouTube real quick. There's a link to my YouTube channel. It's new, and also I don't have a fancy custom URL or anything. What am I doing about this? I think this is fine. Yeah, I was kind of toying around with the idea of just recording some stuff off stream to put on there. I don't really know what I'm doing there yet, but yeah, feel free to throw me a follow on YouTube too. It's always good to know people are watching me too. So what are we doing here? Probably just need to lock down this 5/4. It's kind of tempting to leave Censor up, but we don't have time to be doing that. It's kind of funny though. I've been YouTube gives you a nice little kind of analytics table where you can see like who's watching your videos, or well, they give you analytics, and they also just give you a table of like how many videos or views or comments or whatever your videos have, and it's just kind of staggering the difference between just draft videos and like Pioneer and modern content. Not that like very much of my stuff is getting watched by like much of anybody, but like I put up 3 Amonkhet drafts last week, and they have like 1, 2, and 2 views, and some of my Pioneer and modern videos get at least like 40, 50 views, so it's at least something. All right. No creatures on graveyard, so Gravedigger's not doing too much. I realized we had another blue mana, so we could like play this Labyrinth Guardian and leave up Censor. As is, I can barely even cycle the Censor. So I guess we're just playing this Labyrinth Guardian and hoping these tokens are going to be enough. That's a beating. Yep, that's very much a beating. They don't have trample, at least, so we can at least just chump and chump. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah, we're just double jumping here. No reason to do anything else. We have a desert here, so this at least. Yeah. I could actually think about cycling this Archfiend of Ivnir. That's like terrifying sounding, but no, there's no way that's right. I guess I'll take a few hits from this 3/4. Oh, I can also like sack this Vile Manifestation. I should remember that's a thing that Compulsory Rest lets you do. Would also give me a creature to get back with Gravedigger. Yeah, I should definitely be doing this. No reason to block yet. It's kind of an interesting Solidarity, Trial of Solidarity timing when I have jump blockers up. Okay. This is just gonna kill one of their thirsted creatures. It's fine. 2 mana 4/4 seems fair. Yeah, let's gain some life. Still no land. So I can at least play this now and leave up Censor. Not that I don't know if my opponent's gonna play into that. There's at least a bit of a stream of chump blockers, and I'll probably cycle the Censor if I don't get anything out of it this turn. Would be kind of nice to have a cycler up for if they get the Archfiend into play, but... Our opponent apparently Mythic ranked. Only just noticing this now. Because it is pretty late in the month. 25th. So what am I doing? I'm probably chumping this 4/4. I'm gonna let the 3/4 through. I wonder if I Gravedigger back the Doom Dissenter. Might be the play, just buy some chump blocks. Appeal. Okay. I know this is a split card. Can I see the other half of it? Really? Alright. To Scryfall we go. Tap 2 target creatures your opponents control. Creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn. Okay, I guess I'm dead then. Censor is not going to do anything. Yeah. I guess I still have one chump blocker, but this is Trample. Okay. You're not going to cast Authority. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take 6 then. Block here so I get my 2/2. Go to 3. Cycle the Censor, I assume. Anything else? No? Okay, we'll cycle this. Try to land. Okay, that's a land. But we're in a position now where our opponent can tap 2 creatures. That's fine, we'll still have creatures in play. So I think we're actually doing kind of okay here. Our opponent could definitely blow us out at any moment with any of a number of things, but... for the moment, at least, we're stable. This does not give trample, so that's good. This does not give trample. That already gave trample. That's... okay, that's good. Does this give trample? Yeah, that has... now it has trample. Okay, now we are almost dead. If our opponent attacks us with this, that gives us kind of an out. Now we're dead. Okay. Sure. Okay. It's fine. We stumbled on mana a bit. Opponent got some big creatures, couldn't really deal with them. We're still at 3-1. Gunchi. Alright. This is not ideal. We're going first, so Censor can probably nab something. We can cycle a horror. I don't hate this enough to mulligan it. I will probably wait until turn 3 to cycle a horror. If our opponent's on a slow start, I'm gonna regret cycling the horror. Opponent is playing mountains though. We'll see, we'll see. Doom Dissenter, I don't really care about censoring that. Don't think I've seen this swamp art before. It's kind of cool. Still not gonna censor a Doom Dissenter. Censor a Doom Dissenter. I still don't think I'm cycling a horror either. Not under that much pressure. Of course I'm gonna play my horror. I guess if my opponent, if I haven't censored anything by this turn, I'll cycle the censor, because I'm gonna play horror and then play horror. So I'm not gonna have mana up to censor anything. But like our opponent is presenting us with like no pressure, so I'm pretty fine with where we're at. Wish I had the Oketra's Monument, but that's fine. Should make sure I get this Ipnu Revealed in play so my Thirsts are turned on. Opponent with no second mountain, so the Puncturing Blow not an out right now. Could have a Final Reward. Could have a Lethal Sting. Yep, Lethal Sting. Even synergizing with Doom Dissenter, that's fine. We have another horror. This is why I did not cycle my horrors. Of course, we are kind of flooding out. That's kind of one of the downsides of Lethal Sting. If our opponent's going to have an answer to this horror, which I kind of expect them to with all this. They're not doing anything unless they're like missing a third color or something, but kind of expecting a Puncturing Blow now. This Lethal Sting is at severe risk of being completely dead in our hand. Which we kind of knew when we built the deck. We were kind of creature light. Ooh, On-Crop Crasher, okay. That's probably something we'll have to Lethal Sting by putting a counter on the horror. So I assume this is getting exerted. It's going to get our opponent through for 6. It's a pretty big hit, but we're still doing kind of okay. We just need to be drawing relevant cards and not lands. It's possible I don't really need to worry about stinging this turn, but I don't know. Oh, okay, interesting, interesting. Well, we really need to be drawing something relevant next turn, otherwise we're going to take 6 again, and that's going to be pretty bad. To say nothing of whatever else our opponent is going to do. Are they playing this just for Destined? Okay. This did not go so well. We really flooded out this game. This is... I mean, we'll go to 1, I guess. Yeah, we'll go to 1. Does anything save us? We need... I guess we just need a creature for this turn, but we'll need more for the turn after that. I'm just gonna see if I mill over any... I think I have like a Labyrinth Guardian that would be relevant. Yeah, not much going on there. I did. Okay, well that's what I wanted to mill over. I wonder if our opponent is playing this Destined to Lead. Like, I wonder if they're just missing green. That would be really sad if I lost to a final word. Okay. We are officially dead then. Okay, well, 3-0 and now 0-2. We are up in the Platinum rank, so playing against better people, perhaps. We did get the 3rd win, so we got this... Jump between 2 and 3 wins is 750 gems, so you really want to get there. Be nice to get up to 5 wins so that we're profiting gems on the draft, but even if we didn't, that's 3 and 3, average. I'd like to be doing better. Yeah, this reminds me, I really should add a link to my YouTube on my Twitch page. I don't think I have it there. Yeah, I should do that. Should definitely do that. I will do that. Molt QT. Hi, Molt QT. This is basically like the last hand, except with a slightly better curator instead of the second horror. I think it's still fine. We can cycle away some of these things if they're too slow. It's unfortunate the lethal sting isn't going to do anything for quite a while, but opponent is running compelling argument. Interesting. Okay. That's some damage that could add up. I did actually have a match with one of my last drafts. It's up on YouTube, you can watch it if you want, but I had a deck where I had literally 2 win conditions in my deck. And basically literally no way to win the game. I had a Striped Riverwinder, which is like a 7 mana 5/5 hexproof, and some flying creature, I think. And basically no other realistic way to end the game. And I ended up actually boarding in a couple mill cards after a couple games because I realized I was just never going to be able to win the game. I actually got, I think, 1 or 2 wins off of milling. So I don't, like... I mean, debatably there is a compelling argument for running a compelling argument, but I am, in general, skeptical. Expect our opponent to have some answers to some of these things, but sure, censor. But we're just going to be able to keep running out a train of these creatures. So I'm kind of okay just jamming. So Aven Initiate is annoying. Probably going to have to lethal sting it and then consign it when it gets embalmed. Aven Initiate is just a solid card all around. Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and do this. The other question is, do I hold up Censor or do I play the Oketra's Monument? Or hold up the Consign? I think I kind of have to. Well, I could actually consign into Oblivion. I don't hate that, but then I don't have an answer for the Embalmed Initiate, and they're only 1 land off it. So I think I have to hold the consign. I do think I have to lethal sting the Aven Initiate now, though. I don't think Censor's going to nab anything, so I think I play the Monument. Then we can play this Monument. Opponent's getting priority for some reason. Could be like a commit. Could be just some cycling card. Could also be that. Yep, you're gonna embalm that. I'm going to consign it. I might consign it on your turn. No, I kind of just want to make sure I'm not going to get got by, I don't know, something. And I have a Thirst that I don't think I need to use, so I think I can just pass here. Don't think I can really afford to attack. Also, I'd be trading Horror for Seeker, which would be very bad. Oh dear, Drakehaven. That can be problematic. Okay. Sure, that's a Drakehaven. I think I just need to trade off with this. I don't think I can let that keep hitting me. So we'll trade off. don't think I'm ever going to get sense or anything at this point, so I think I should just cycle this away. And I think I should just Oblivion away my opponent's 2 cards. I feel like they should not have played this land. Okay, I guess it's very reasonable of them to have played that land then. Okay, well, I think I'm probably dead. Oh, geez, JK Haven triggers off looting, too. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to deal with this stream of drakes. Probably I should have Unquenchable Thirsted the Seeker then, just to stop my opponent from doing this. I mean, they can only do it if they cast a non-creature spell, but they'll be able to do that. No? Nothing? Alright, well, I think I have to try to do this. Do I have a desert in my graveyard? I don't even have a desert in my graveyard. Get my first... Is this my first Oketra's Monument trigger of the game? I don't remember if I cast this or cycled it. Yeah, okay, we'll see if all this is good enough. I'd be very surprised that it is, but... I guess our opponent might not have that many cyclers? Okay. Yeah, this is just going to be a 2-turn clock. We can't deal with this. Our opponent can also Oblivion us, and we discard these cards. Yeah, yeah. We're pretty dead. We are pretty dead. Yep. I guess we get an 8/6 Horror of the Broken Lands. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, our opponent's kind of popping off. Alright. Well, we had a 3-0 into an 0-3. That's unfortunate, but... oh wells. Competition Platinum must just be that much better than in Silver and Gold, where we've been playing before. Excuse me? Well, I hope I got my packs. Didn't show us getting the packs, but I guess I hope we got the packs.